Peace, everyone. Love, bliss, and abundance to the Soul Tribe. I am Nudiamonds. I hope everyone out there is feeling well. Gonna let Soul Tribe come in. We're gonna be doing a new moon in energy, new new moon in Cancer energy. Okay. Hope everyone out there is doing well, feeling good. Okay, shout out to the gyms. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. We on here early today. Early bird gets the worm. Okay, peace, peace, peace. I'm going to give Soul Tribe a little bit of time to come on in. And then we're going to deep dive into the energy. Peace. Peace, peace, peace. Hope everyone out there is feeling well. I'm feeling really good. I had some very interesting dreams. How's everybody in the dream realm, in the astral realm as of lately? Okay, I think this too hot. Y'all seen that smoke? Ooh, I think it's still too hot. We gotta let it cool down first. We gotta let it cool down. I don't want to burn my tongue. See, this is where your wisdom comes from experience, right? You know it's hot. Don't play with it. Okay. Yes, we're up bright and early on this beautiful Sunday rising. Again, I hope everyone out there is doing well. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling vibrant. I'm feeling recharged. Okay. How's Soul Tribe doing? I'm going to give everybody a little minute to come on in before I start deep diving. I'm feeling really good. Okay. You said interesting dreams. Yes. We in that Cancer energy. So this is going into the deep depths of your subconscious mind. So your dreams could be revealing a lot to you at this time. Okay. Do not be afraid of yourself. Do not be afraid of your own power. This is where the alchemists are activated. Okay. The alchemist within you should be activated. The healer within you should be activated. The herbalist, the high priest, the high priestess, the chosen one, the higher level of consciousness, the elevation, right? All of that should be ignited within you at this time. So you most definitely going to be feeling some type of way right now. You're going to be feeling some type of way. It ain't no way around it. Okay. Yes, Grand Rising, Rich Rising, Royal Rising. Okay. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Oh, wrong way. There we go. All right. Okay. So, yes, let me light the Palo Santo to start this off. I didn't really want no music. We're just going to light the Palo Santo. Everybody take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Ooh, this Palo Santo. Shout out to Dr. Be Serious. This Palo Santo is the best. Let's see what the smoke is doing. Let me put it over here so y'all can see it. You see that? Y'all see that? It's very, very steady. There's been a lot of clearing. We've done a lot of clearing up until this point. And a lot of things are clearer than ever. A lot of things are revealing themselves about you, about others, and a new you is emerging. Okay, this is where you give birth to yourself. This could feel like a rebirth for a lot of you. I know it's been feeling like that for me. I've been very reflective. I've been very observant and just sitting back and enjoying what spirit is trying to show me. Not so much trying to figure everything out, be on, oh, what does this mean? And this means this and it. It's like, no, just looking at things for what they are and accepting them because that is the message. It doesn't have to be this over analytical dissection of things. Sometimes it's simple, sometimes it's just a simple answer, a simple solution. Okay. So I've been really getting in tune with that and letting that energy, letting this journey, letting this mission take its course the way that it's supposed to at this time. Okay. So yeah, we're about to start deep diving into the notes for the new moon in Cancer. Shout out to the Cancers. Happy birthday. Okay, don't forget to get them likes up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Shout out to the members. Okay. Um, yeah, and we gonna get into it. Okay, so new moon in Cancer energy peaks at the 14th of July. Okay. And I love this perspective of the new moon being in Cancer, right? The new moon is all about getting in tune with yourself, going within, right? This is the moon that you can't see, it's hidden. So, this is where you really get into creating something, really getting in tune with your inner self, with your emotions, with the waters, with the flow, with how you nurture yourself. How have you been nurturing yourself? How have you been taking care of yourself? How have you not been taking care of yourself? Ooh, because we're jumping right into it. For this past week or so, for this whole month, there's been something that is made clear. Things have been getting cleared up. Yeah, because my throat chakra is just fine, right? Things have been getting cleared up about yourself for you to realize something that you've been neglecting about yourself, something that you've been dismissive, something that you've been overlooking, something that you've been suppressing, not taking accountability for, making excuses for, okay? Not paying the close attention to, and this has to do with you, not anyone else, not they made me do it. No, this is you taking accountability for you knowing better, you doing better, so you can feel better. Okay. So over this past month, over this past week, there's been something that has come to your attention, specifically when it comes to health, when it pertaining to your health, that you need to nurture. You need to get back in tune with, and it's something that you've been dealing with for a while. This could be since childbirth. This could be since your early childhood years. This could be something genetically that runs in the family, but it's been like brought up again for you to pay close attention to, for you to get back on top of, to get back in control of it. Okay. I'm seeing like a bull. The bull's running wild. And you got to get back on that bull again. You got to get back on the horse again to tame it, right? To tame yourself. Can I be vulnerable? Can I be honest? Tribe, can I be honest with the tribe? Here we go. Here she goes. Spirit's using her as a vessel, as an example. Okay. And I got to be honest. I got to be honest. I can't be fake to let you know that this is real. Okay. For the past 10 years, I don't know. I don't know if people know this, but I speak about it a lot on my channel. Okay. I've had issues with low iron and anemia. Okay. I used to have bad hypotension, right? Hypotension meaning there isn't enough oxygen in my blood to circulate to go to my brain. So I would just collapse because my brain wasn't getting enough oxygen, right? Caused by the anemia, caused by the low iron, low magnesium in my blood. This is one of the main reasons why I focus on health, focus on healing myself, focus on drinking my tea, right? Focus on making my tea blends, eating the proper food so I can get the proper nutrition for my body. Because it will be times where I would just collapse. Like very scary, very scary. So I took it upon myself. Okay, if I have low iron, if I have hypotension, let me do some alchemy, right? And this is something that runs in the family, right? Quote unquote. They really don't. The poor nutrition, lack of knowledge, is something that needs to be obtained. Okay. So over, I want to say the past, like, 10 years, that's something I really been focusing on, making sure I take my herbs, eat my fruits, eat my vegetables, make sure I'm getting the right minerals, taking my, so I won't have that. Okay. Over this past week, I felt shout out to Soul Tribe, shout out to William. He said this acacia elixir has me on a million. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Shout out to everybody who's been purchasing the tea, purchasing the elixirs. We're going to get into that in a second. Okay. I appreciate you so much, William. I appreciate all of the Soul Tribe, everybody who's been ordering the elixirs, having great experiences with it, because I put so much love, into everything that I do. Because I really love what I do. See, I'm working my way up to the elixirs and why I made the elixirs. Okay. So, over the past week, I felt my iron drop. I felt my iron get low. Now it's levels to anemia, right? You get cold, you get brain fog, you get all of these things, right? For me, my fingertips will turn blue or purple. Okay. And my feet and my hands will get extremely cold. And that's how I know, oh, I need to get on my stuff. I haven't been, right. And I'm gonna be honest, for the past three, let me keep it all the way 100 with y'all. For the past 3 to 4 days, I've been going hard on making sure I get y'all orders done, getting y'all orders sent out. So I literally been fasting. I've been fasting from sunrise to almost sunset. And I have not been making sure I've been taking my teas, taking my minerals. I'm keeping 100, accountability, vulnerability. Okay. And there has been an influx of upgrades, an influx of neutrinos, an influx of this heat, this pressure that's been pouring in um, onto Earth. So those upgrades, those ascension symptoms only amplify whatever. Okay. So I don't know, I can't remember, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I was feeling really low on iron. And so I took my iron elixir, I drank some tea, and I ate some food, and I began to feel better. And my spirit told me, Diamond, you cannot fulfill any more orders. You've been fulfilling orders and working on orders for the last like 4 days straight, because I had so many orders to fulfill, and I'm not complaining. I'm very thankful. I asked for this. Be careful what you wish for, because you will get it. I asked for this. I love what I do, but I was just in the flow going so hard. On day 4, my body was like, slow down, right? Um, and what kicked in was the beginning of my journey. This is why I got into herbs. This is why I started eating healthy. This is why, right? And not pushing the body past its limits, listening to the body, listening to your intuition, listening to your heart. Okay? That will save you a lot of trouble. Okay. And I've been speaking with other people in the collective, and a few other people have been having some of those issues as well. So, this is where you truly listen to your body, listen to your intuition. Okay. So, I just had to share that with y'all. Listen. Okay. All right. I love y'all. I'm being vulnerable. Y'all know I don't mind sharing if it's for a good spiritual cause. So, yes, all right. That was a message for somebody out there who needed to hear that as well. And like I said, I'm not perfect. I don't know it all. Okay. I'm still learning, I'm still growing. Okay. All right. So, for this new moon in Cancer, that is part of the energy. Make sure that you are listening to your body. Make sure you're paying attention to how you feel. Okay. Make sure you're listening to yourself, your higher self, your guides, your ancestors, right? Whatever spiritual, religious practices you have, make sure you're staying consistent, okay? And also doing what you feel called to do, right? Because after I bounced back, I had so much energy. I had so much energy that I had to work out, right? That was me last night. Last night I was like, oh, I don't know what to do with this energy. My spirit was like, work out, do a quick workout. And I said, ooh, okay. Yeah, did like 10 push-ups, was shaking, trying to do the push. I said, oh, I gotta get it together. My ego don't even enjoy this, because I normally could hit a good 20 push-ups, but it's been a minute since I worked out. Yeah, I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Right. So this is getting back on track. Like I said, getting back on the horse, getting back on the bull, right? Getting back in tune with yourself. Because sometimes we get off track, sometimes we get a little distracted, right? Sometimes we work. Sometimes we play. Finding balance, okay? All right. Okay, now. All right. So I said the new moon is in Cancer at the 22nd degree. I love it. I love it because Cancer is the 4th sign. Well, it wasn't on purpose. I was just so much in the flow state that I look up at the clock. I wake up normally around 5 or 6, do my meditation, okay, start my day. And spirit was like, yeah, girl, start them orders. I'm like, all right, let's go. Cause I got a lot of orders to fulfill. And like I said, I wake up at 5. Next thing you know, I look at the clock, it's 4 p.m. I said, oh, I haven't ate. I haven't done anything but showered, had a little bit of tea. Hold on, wait. Yeah. So paying attention to your body, y'all. Paying attention and listening. Okay. It's a reminder. This is confirmation. All right. But yeah, the new moon in Cancer at the 22nd degree, right? That 2-2, right? That mirror, that other half, right? That master builder, right? What are you building? What are you growing? Right? 2-2, for me, that also represents the dualistic nature of oneself, right? That twin flame, that other half, that soulmate, right? Within yourself and outside of yourself, right? Doing what makes you feel balanced at this time, okay? Then, um, like I said, again, this is the Cancer new moon energy reading, right? Cancer is ruled by the moon. Okay. So Cancer is home. Okay. Then it's at the 22nd degree. 2 plus 2 equals 4, right? It's the fourth sign. So it's this like double up, this deep dive, this inner calling to really go below the surface and deep dive into the abyss of yourself. Okay. Not just the shallow ends, not just the ego, right? Really getting deep into your emotions, really getting deep into where these things stem from, really deep diving and grounding yourself in yourself and letting whatever comes to you, whatever reveals itself, let it reveal itself without distortion of the ego, without trying to make sense of it, without just letting it be what it is, right? A simple definition, a simple answer. Okay. That's why I said a new you is emerging, because you're able to pay attention to these things. You're able to catch these things at the door, right? From these experiences that you have had over the course of your lifetime, right? This ain't my first rodeo. When I feel my iron levels drop, I already know what time it is. I need to get back on it. Okay. It's not like, oh, I don't know what's going on. And that starts the cycle again, right? So making sure that you're paying attention to these things and getting on top of these things before they get on top of you. Okay. Okay. So I said a new you is emerging. New feelings due to experiences. How do you feel? So there's been some new experiences that you have been experiencing with yourself, with others, with things. This is where you pay attention and you take note of how these things make you feel. Okay? Like William said, the acacia elixir got him feeling good. He said, yeah, he feel like, look, y'all see how the prophet, y'all see how the high priestess be on it. As soon as I said William, he typed in the chat. Okay, come on. He said he feeling like love. And then said, Kundalini yoga changed my life. I'm more and more myself every day. Yes. Yeah. What beautiful new habits you have integrated into this new foundation to help build the reality that you want at this time. Okay. I said new feelings due to experiences. How do you feel? And how do you process emotions? Yeah, some people may feel called to take notes, a little bit of homework. Okay. How do you process your emotions? AKA, how do you do alchemy on yourself? Okay. How are you transmuting energy when you get positive energy, when you get negative energy? How are you processing that? Okay. Make note of it. It'll all reveal itself very soon. Okay. I said, what is calling your soul? Ooh, I just got chills. What is calling your soul? There's something that's been calling you. Okay. Could write it down. How do you nurture your soul? Right? This isn't just, like I said, this isn't just surface. Taking a deep dive with yourself, getting in tune with your heart, getting in tune with your soul, getting in tune with your spirit. How do you nurture your soul? Come on now. How do you nurture yourself? Okay. How do you nurture your inner child? Yeah, we're gonna go there today. I'm giving y'all the trigger warning early. We might go there. Okay. Okay. Because this is where the inner child comes out to play. Okay. A new perspective to embrace about yourself and about others. A new perspective will emerge. Okay. So there could be some transformations within your mind. Okay. Some transformations with how you view people, how you view things. Um, all for the greater good, for the greater ascension, for your greater ascension. Okay. Pay attention to that. A new perspective will emerge for you to embrace. This is attributed to yourself, and this is attributed to others, because everyone is operating from their inner child. Gotta take a sip. I gotta take a sip of tea on that one. Whether everyone is aware of this or not, we are all operating from our inner child. That's why I talk about doing the healing work, loving yourself, finding balance, because all of these things stem from the inner child. The love you receive, the lack of love you receive, the attention you receive, the lack of attention you receive, the nourishment you receive, the lack of nourishment you receive. I gave y'all the trigger warning. You said, gun my sister. I gave y'all the trigger warning. Yeah, y'all gonna get this work. Okay. The knowledge you received, the lack of knowledge you received. Okay. So make sure that you are paying attention and doing the proper work that it takes to heal and elevate at this time is very important. Okay. So if you see certain people acting out of character, you don't know why, right? It could 9 times out of 10 is from something that happened in their childhood. I don't want to get a spirit. I don't want to go there today. I don't want to go there today, spirit, spirit. Do we gotta go there today, y'all? Do we gotta go there today? I just want to give the messages. Spirit's like, no, you got to give analogies. You got to make them feel it. You got to make them see it. You got to show them what you're talking about. Tell them, give them examples, Diamond. You can't just say stuff. Because some people, everybody's at a different level of consciousness. Sometimes you got to break stuff down. You got to paint the picture, create the movie for them so they can see it. Okay. Y'all better get them likes up. It ain't mathin'. The math ain't mathin'. Y'all know I love math. Come on. Come on. You're peeking, you're speaking. I'm already deep diving into your inner child. Some people just talking about, oh, it's this and that. No, no, no. Y'all gonna get this work. Least you can do is like. The least you can do is like, you're here, watch it. Like the video. Stop playing. Okay. It's Sunday morning. Y'all about to get a good service. Okay. All right. Everyone is operating from their inner child. Liked and subscribe. Gratitude. See, thank you. Thank you. Shout out to everybody who's already liked and subscribed. I appreciate y'all so much. But like I said, the math ain't mathing. It's 64 people. It's only 44 likes. 20 of y'all need to get it together. Okay. I know it's early. It don't take, just do it. All right. Because we about to go there. If this your first time here, hi, welcome. I'm Nudiamonds. Okay. I like to deep dive into different perspectives. We're all entitled to our own opinion. Okay. And I like to deep dive on astrology, readings, oracle things, astronomy, herbalist things, wellness, space, earth, everything. So yeah, you gonna get some healing work. Okay. Over here. I didn't come too far. I came too far. Okay. Yeah, you gonna take accountability. You're gonna be healing. You're gonna have work on some discipline. We're going to talk about love and light. We're going to talk about shadow work. Okay. We're not just all lost in consciousness over here. It's a little bit of grounded in reality. Yeah, it's a good balance over here. It's a good mixture. It's a good concoction. Okay. Thank you. Gratitude. Gratitude. If you forgot, yeah, just reminding you. Okay. Now back to everyone is operating from their inner child. Okay. Whew. Okay, I gotta give y'all this. And then I'm off this topic until it come back up because spirit keep bringing me to this point. Okay, and y'all done got the likes up. Yeah, and I don't care if people done left. It ain't meant for you to. You don't want this work. You ain't about this life. That's okay. Okay, this one's for the soul tribe. So everyone is operating from their inner child, right? That's why it's very important to do the healing work. That way you can know if you're operating from an unhealed perspective, right? That's when them triggers trigger you, trauma trigger you, and you lose control, right? Not saying that certain things that happen to us should be not felt, right? Not justified, right? I already gave y'all the trigger warning. So yeah, we going there today. But This is why we do this alchemy work. So when we do get triggered, when a trauma is put up in our face, we are reacting out of that place. We're able to maneuver through this energy with ease and grace. Okay, gems. If you've been doing a work to heal yourself, when certain things like triggers, traumas, certain loops, certain karmic patterns are put up in your face, you should be able to acknowledge it and it should not affect you, right? It shouldn't have such a big effect on you. That's how you know how much you've grown. That's how much you know you have healed, right? I'm going to just use this as an example. It's like when you break up with somebody, right? Or somebody break up with you over the course of time, that pain, it doesn't hurt as much, right? To where the point you could be in a face and be like, oh, hey, so and so, right? It's levels to healing, right? It's levels to doing this work. Okay. So when you do the work, it shows. And the inner child also goes into the shadow, right? The hidden aspects of yourself, right? The ego, right? Whatever, it could be the masculine, the feminine, whatever aspect of yourself that you have been working on. Your lower nature, your lower self. When you properly done the work and integrated that shadow work, that lower nature, you properly alchemize that energy now works for you. I hope I made myself clear. Did y'all hear what I said? When you do the shadow work, the shadow works for you. Come on with the gems. Now, why? Why? How? How? Use myself as an example again, because Spirit loves to use me. There will be certain instinct, certain feelings, certain emotions, certain energetic frequencies that I will feel from certain people, from certain opportunities. Okay. Do I gotta go there? Yes, you do. All right. So for an example, I will encounter certain people immediately. This is where you listen to your instinct, your gut, your intuition, because immediately you could feel a frequency instantly, instantaneously. You feel the frequency, you feel the energy, you feel the attraction, you feel the separation. Okay. So when I encounter certain energies, certain people, I can feel the different frequencies, the different vibrations that are attached to this energy or attached to this person or attached to this opportunity. Why? Because I've done the subconscious work, I've done the shadow work, I've done the inner child work, I've done the alchemizing of the ego, right? So if someone approaches me and it's in a lower vibrational energy, my shadow will come out. My shadow will alert me. My shadow say, "Hey, Diamond." Now, at first, I used to ignore my ego. Why my ego? Why my shadow? Why is my inner child? Why are they here? They're trying to communicate something with you. Okay. So once I begin to listen to my shadow, listen to my ego, listen to my inner child, I said, oh, this opportunity, this person, this thing still has a little more work to do because my shadow is picking up on their shadow. My inner child is picking up on their inner child. My unhealed trauma is picking up on their unhealed trauma and it's triggering me. Okay. And so now I'm able to understand their perspective or that perspective a little better. Why? Because I've done the work. I've healed my shadow. So I know when someone's operating in a lower nature because my shadow will come out and say, hey, do you feel that energy? That isn't your energy. That's their energy. Why are they locked into that energy? Because they haven't done the work. Boom. Simple as that, y'all. Simple as that, y'all. That's how the shadow works for you. That's how your ego works for you. That's how your inner child works for you. Now, that was just a little bit of the Master in the Shadows class that I just gave y'all. But this is when you've done the work. See, I had to put that out and lay that out there because some people think, oh, me just deep diving into healing myself, what is that going to do? Well, it's going to make you more aware. It's going to, and then you get more sensitive to people because you're able to feel the energy that they're projecting. And then you're able to realize why they're projecting that energy. Oh, it's because they haven't healed, and not from a judgmental place. This is from a place of protection. They haven't done the work that you've done. And it shows. So guess what? You have to continue to hold up your boundaries, continue to hold up your standards, because that is a sense of divine protection. Okay? That's when people get caught up in karmic loops because they're not paying attention to the signs, the symbols, and the synchronicities that spirit is obviously showing them right in their face. Spirits got me going in on a tangent. I hope I made that clear. Do that make sense? Drop some gems in the chat if that makes sense, what I'm saying. You make sure you do the shadow work because the shadow then works for you. Your ego, make sure you do the ego work because then the ego then works for you. The ego turns into the ego and you're able to oversee things. See, gems. Also make sure that you do the inner child work because the inner child then works for you. This person isn't making me happy. Every time they come around, it's some type of chaos, it's some type of drama, it's some type of, yeah. Wait, hold up. My inner child don't even feel safe. I don't even feel safe. I don't feel secure. It's always something. It's a no. Okay. Thank you so much, Divinely Anointed, for the donation. Sending you all the love and light, gratitude, gratitude. Okay. So that's a little alchemy work. It pays off to do the inner work because it shows in different ways. Okay. And that's one thing that I noticed when I did a lot of inner child healing, when I done a lot of health healing on my body. Okay. It opens you up to a whole new perspective and you become very sensitive to others, people energy. Shout out to all the empaths because y'all already know. You could feel the energy. You don't know why you feeling energy. This not even your normal energy. It's it's outside energy. And where is that outside energy coming from? And what is it rooted in? Okay. It's levels. I love y'all. I'm gonna leave that there. If anybody feel called to book any sessions, that information is down in the description box below, nudiamonds.net. But that you gotta pay attention. Y'all gotta pay attention because that energy is gonna be heightened, especially in Cancer season. Okay. People in their feelings. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Said you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you and I need you and I'm down for you always. Why? Cause you in your feelings. Somebody might be in their feelings and they're not able to alchemize and hop out their feelings. Okay. So be very mindful. This goes into health, emotional health, psychology of others, psychology of yourself, right? Healing your inner child, healing your mental, healing your physical, healing your spiritual, healing your sexual, okay? Healing your financial. It's levels, so many levels to health. And it starts off with, how are you feeling? How do you feel? How does that make you feel? Okay. All right, I'm done. I gave y'all the gem of the day. I gave y'all the gem of the day. You said you are reading me this grand rising. Okay. I'm just that I had to give it to y'all. All right. If you want to deep dive a little, like I said, you can always book a session. And I really, because I want to give more, but I can't. Because I'll be on this topic for a whole 2 hours and I still got notes. And we already 46 minutes in. 46. Okay. Get them likes up. Okay. So everyone is operating from their inner child. How are they navigating through it? Are you rushing? Are you trying to hurry up? Are you taking your time and observing what you see as you're navigating through this process? Remember what I said? How do you process your emotions? How are you processing all of this? Do you just rush through it? Do you distract yourself? Do you ignore it? Do you laugh it off? Do you not feel it all? Okay. And remember, when you suppress those emotions, they go somewhere and they come out somewhere. That's alchemy, or the lack of the alchemy. That bubble, that buildup, that fizz, that fermentation. See, since I done made my elixirs, I got a whole new perspective on chemistry and alchemy. It's a process, and you can't rush the process. You got to take your time when it comes to healing yourself. That way you're able to observe the experiment, observe the experience thoroughly so you don't miss anything. Because this is all goes back to yourself. Yeah. New moon and Cancer energy. This goes back into you. And it will be heightened because whenever it's a new moon, baby, that subconscious mind is out to play. That shadow comes out to play. Okay. So the subconscious mind. Okay. So how are you navigating through this energy? And how are you breaking through this energy? You're more than welcome. You said thank you. You're more than welcome. Okay. How are you breaking through to get past the past? I know I love a good entendre, a good synonym, a good homonym, good metaphor. Okay. How are you breaking through to get past the past? How are you navigating to get past the past? To receive the present in the present. How are you getting past the past to receive the present in the present? Okay. Because something will present itself to you. Thank you. Yes, please get those likes up. Okay. Something will present itself to you. Something within the subconscious is being revealed. Don't be afraid to feel. Mm. Don't be afraid to love. Don't be afraid to see yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself, because you're going to receive so much clarity in these authentic spaces. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, because I came on here being vulnerable and being honest about my situation. If I'm lying to myself, I'm never going to get down to the solution. If I'm being honest with myself, a whole bunch of gems pop up right in my face. Okay. Going back into me, making sure I'm on top of my health. Right. And you can apply that however you want to for your situation. Okay. But like I said, I'm being used as an example as for Spirit today. Spirit said, we're going to use you as, okay, go ahead and use me. I don't mind being vulnerable for the collective, for a good teaching moment. Okay. Something within the subconscious mind is revealed. Don't be afraid to feel, to love, to see yourself, to be yourself, to receive clarity. This is how the diamond shines brighter than ever. And when you acknowledge the truth, you feel lighter than ever. It's like a wave washing over you, cleansing you if you've done the work. And if you haven't done the work, this wave that comes over you, it will feel like you're drowning. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Okay. Health deficiencies and the lack thereof will emerge. Pay attention to the body and stay hydrated. That's another thing, y'all. Make sure y'all hydrated at this time. Hydration, hydration, hydration. It ain't got to be a deficiency. You could just be not getting enough nutrients. You could just not be getting enough water. All these heat waves they talking about, yes, stay hydrated. In this Cancer season, Cancer represents water. The moon represents water. They talking about these data centers burning up all the water. Well, you may want to stock up on some water. Okay. Storage, something. A filter, something. I don't know. Health deficiencies and lack will emerge. Pay attention to the body and stay hydrated. Nourish the body. Ooh, how are you nourishing your body? Tribe, give me some ways that you can nourish your body. What are some ways you can nourish the body? Well, for one, I'm going to start it off like this. One of the best ways to nourish your body is taking a nice bath. I suggest everyone during these new moons and full moon portals to take a nice, relaxing, calming, cleansing, or spiritual, or just relaxing bath, or meditate in the shower. Okay. If you don't have a bath, you could just go into the shower with, get some essential oils and or natural herbs and leaves and mist, and just, yeah, go in your shower and make it a sauna. Like, teleport your consciousness somewhere else while you in a shower or while you in a bath, and just that right there, that's one way to nourish the body. Okay. Okay. FRB said, I'm drinking a smoothie right now. Yes, beautiful way to nourish the body is to watch what you are consuming. Put good high vibrational foods in your body. Put good high vibrational thoughts into your mind, into your consciousness. Make sure that you're watching good high vibrational things because y'all know consumption isn't just about what you're eating or what's eating you. Okay? It's a whole package deal of energy. All right? Yes. Untamed King said yoga, gym, meditation. Yes. All of these things help nourish the body, right? Another way that you can nourish your body, massages, detoxing the body. Ooh, that's good for the mind, body, and the soul, right? Yes, don't be so hard on yourself. Thank you, John Tria. Yeah, give your nervous system a break, relax, patience, grace. Give yourself grace like you would that new boo you dated. They 5 minutes late to the, oh, I don't care. When you 5 minutes late, oh, 5 minutes, give yourself grace like you would that new boo. Okay? New boo thing, new bae. All right, yeah. Show yourself some love. Show yourself some grace. Yeah, take it easy. Okay. Yeah, pull yourself into a good high vibrational state. These are all good ways to nourish the body. Okay. And then you guys can deep dive on more things on how you nourish your body. All right. Like I said, I was giving y'all a little bit of homework today. I got a little bit of homework, but it's all right because it's all for growth. Okay. So, yes, I said nourishing the body and detoxing the body. Ooh, because we talk about things we can put into the body to make the body great. What about detoxing the body? Huh? Having discipline in the realm of free will. That's how you spiritually ascend. You know, spirit source, God, Allah, Brahman, the Orishas, Buddha love when you have a little bit of discipline. Love when you're able to sacrifice something and not just the chickens and the goats and the things that you eat. Love when you sacrifice yourself and not in the way that you're thinking. Love when you have self-control, when you have self-discipline. I'm going to cut this off so I can gain this, right? I'm going to stop eating sweets because them sweets got me in a chokehold right now, right? And I'm going to cut them off so I can elevate, so I can feel lighter, right? That is one of the biggest sacrifices that you can make in the realm of free will because at any point you can go back. You can, so many tests, so many triggers, right? And the triggers don't come, the tests don't really come until you say, I'm about to detox, till you say you're going to cut this person off, till you say you're going to stop eating meat, till you say you're going to become a vegan, till you say you're going to change your lifestyle. Oh, that's when spirit said, oh, Birdman hand rub. Ooh, yeah, they said they about to cut this off. Bring everything that is attributed to what they said they gonna cut off. Bring it in right now. Oh, they said they was gonna be celibate. Bring in the most finest spiritual, high vibrational, conscious people in their life. Bring them the biggest tests ever. We need the biggest test ever because they just announced into the universe that they're about to detox. They're about to change. They're about to cut these things off to elevate. Let's see. How determined are you? How disciplined are you? Are you going to do what you said you was going to do? Are you going to hold yourself accountable? Because it's really you testing you. Okay? All right now. Yeah, somebody said facts. You know what I'm talking about. I'm about to stop eating cake. Ooh, this is my birthday next week. Oh man. This so-and-so birthday. You know they always get that good tiramisu. Oh It's my favorite cake. But you said you was detoxing. You said you was gonna cut out the cake. You know we gotta test you. You know you gotta test yourself. Okay? All right now. Okay. So I said detoxing the body for optimum health. Detoxing the body for optimal health. I can't stress this enough. Why? Why? Well, y'all know I detox on a daily. I'm always detoxing. Why am I always detoxing? Because we're constantly being bombarded with chemicals. We're constantly being bombarded with poisons, right? We already know this. The water, the air, the food, the mind, everything is constantly being poisoned, have some type of chemicals, something, right? So if we're being bombarded with these things daily, why not detox daily, right? Can't no parasites thrive, can't no acid thrive in an alkaline environment, okay? The parasites then transformed. Oh, well, we can't be on that lower vibration. My parasites, if it is even a speck, even a cell, these parasites are so intelligent. They got on glasses. I didn't elevate it. Well, if she's all gonna deal with detox, we gotta get our stuff together. We can't just be eating on cake. Let's just have some strawberries, you guys. We're gonna have to change our chemical process because Diamond's elevated and she's getting rid of all of the parasites in her body, in her mind, the systemic parasites, the subconscious parasites, the parasites and all. So we got to transform or we're getting evicted. The parasites cannot thrive in an alkaline environment. That is such a universal concept. How many people walked in a room being positive and there's a whole bunch of negative people and you just in there shining your light? Now you got haters, huh? The parasites cannot thrive in an alkaline environment. Vampires cannot stand the sight of the sunlight. Okay? So this goes into layers of shining your light and elevating, and detoxing is going to be one of those main things. And detoxing, again, isn't just about food that you're eating. This is about cutting people off. This is about cutting things out. This is about taking accountability. Okay? And why do I say that? Because we got this, what is it, explosive diarrhea, parasite running rampant, right? So what do people need to be doing? They need to be detoxing. If you know it's a virus out there, any type of virus, any type of sickness, any type of cold, any type of flu, and you know it's here, wouldn't you want to prepare? My thing is stay ready so you don't got to get ready. Any type of anything can't survive in my high vibrational alkaline body. It's going to hit me and say, oh no, she detoxed too, her pH too high. We can't even, her energy too high. No, you can't come with me no BS. You know what type of time I'm on. You can't talk that. Nope, can't thrive over here. Because we didn't elevate it. We done the work. We detox all of that out of our system. So we're able to, okay. So we're able to elevate and resonate in higher spaces, higher places. Okay. So detoxing will be a big thing. Detoxing the parasites. The parasites. And when I put parasites, spirit made me put pair, like two of sights, an extra pair of eyes somewhere in your body. Okay. This could be inside or outside. Host. Again, some of these parasites have been here longer than animals on this planet. Okay. They're highly intelligent. They're transforming. They're hopping body to body. We had this conversation on my live last time about the parasitic energies creating babies. Okay. So you got to get more intelligent. You got to step your game up. Okay. Be open to the changes that are happening, because they're happening right in front of our eyes. They're telling us that parasites are running rampant right now. So if parasites are running rampant right now, what do you think you should be doing? You should be detoxing from parasites. That should be number one. Okay. All right. I'm done. I'm done preaching. Okay. Now, also, we're going to be receiving a lot of messages. And I say that because once you detox from parasites, once you detox your body is now cleansed, your body is now open, your body is now free, your mind, your soul, your spirit, right, is now free up from all of these parasitic energies, these dead cells, these dead things. Okay. So now you're able to receive more. Source is able to bring you in more information. You're able to have clearer dreams, right? See things clearer, receive things more clearly, be open to things. Okay. So we're going to be receiving a lot of messages at this time, a lot of downloads at this time. And it's not only due to cleansing the body, cleansing the mind, cleansing the spirit. Again, I've been talking about this for a while. There is a lot of information pouring in from the cosmos. We have solar flares that are going off. We have the Schumann resonance that is going off. We are in alignment with Sirius star system right now. We're in alignment with the Milky Way galaxy right now. We're in direct alignment. So there's going to be more information, more communication coming in than ever, right? Like I said, the ancestors was in here heavy the other day, right? Your ancestors could be communicating with you at an all-time high. Your spirit animal, spirit totems could be coming in at an all-time high. You could be seeing all type of different messages, all type of different numeric frequencies, angel numbers, signs, symbols, synchronicities. Pay attention. These are all ways that spirit source, the all, likes to communicate with us. Okay. It could be come through an elderly person, come through a child, come through a random person you don't even know. Be mindful of all of these things because these are all messages. This is all confirmation for you. Okay. Or a reminder. Again, I love saying that. For some people, we already know and we just need a little reminder. For some of us, we need a little bit of confirmation. Okay. So make sure you said, I seen a shooting star last night. Yes. See? So this is all about the elevation of our minds, the elevation of our consciousness by us paying attention. Like I said, sometimes the answer is simple. It don't always got to be complicated. It can come in as a shooting star. Right place, right time. Okay. Okay. So I said we're going to be receiving a lot of messages, a lot of downloads, a lot of uploads. Make sure that you're able to write these things down. Make sure you have some type of, if you don't got a pen, a piece of paper, all you got is your phone, right? Hit that record button, that voice note. Okay. Record it on the voice note. It does transcript now, transcribing the message now. Okay. But you need to make sure that you are recording these things if you feel like it has some type of spiritual significance, because sometimes these things will come back full circle and it'll create a bigger picture for you. You'll be able to see the bigger picture with all of the small puzzle pieces spirit then gave you, all of the breadcrumbs, all of the nuggets. Spirit then led you down a yellow golden brick road. Okay. So be very mindful of these things at this time. Okay. A lot of uploads, a lot of downloads. Like I said, the dreams, the dream realm. How has the dream realm been for the collective? Because it's been popping for me. Okay. It's been pop. I also been drinking my relax tea and doing my relax elixir. And I know that got something to do with it. So my dream realm has been very woo. I'm gonna just tell y'all this. And that's it. In my dream last night. All praises due to the Most High. Thank you so much, Source. I was in the kitchen, right? Because I told you I've been making these elixirs. I poured my heart and my soul into these elixirs. Okay. So in my dream last night, I really been working, y'all. It went into my subconscious mind and popped up in the astral realm. In my dream last night, I was in the kitchen. As I'm in the kitchen, I look up at the ceiling. As I look up on the ceiling, it's not mold on the ceiling. It is crystal gems on the ceiling, forming on the ceiling, like geodes on the ceiling. And the geodes are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the geode got so big that it fell out of the ceiling, and I caught it and it dropped right in my hand. Okay. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is such a huge crystal. This is such a huge gem. It's so beautiful. Right. And I'm looking at it. Inspecting it. I look up, it's still more gems in the ceiling, but they're still growing. They're still forming. Right. So again, this could be a sense of your ideas, your higher self, your conscious mind, things dropping in, gems dropping in, right? To help you receive that abundance, help you receive that clarity. Because I could see straight through the gems, and it was things inside of the gems that were it was beautiful. And I woke up and I said, whoa, I already knew exactly what that meant. Because like I said, putting in that work as an alchemist in the kitchen. Okay. So the dream realm, make sure that you're writing down those dreams, and not just your astro ones, not just your ones when you're sleeping. Make sure that you're writing down your dreams, your goals, your things you want to accomplish, things you want to watch manifest at this time. Okay. And that's just one part of the dream. Spirit said the rest of the dream is for me. I can't really give y'all, but that gem falling out the ceiling, oh yeah, it's big downloads coming in that are crystalline right now for the collective, especially once we're putting in the work as an alchemist. Because I was in the kitchen cooking. Okay. And it wasn't no food either. All right. So yes, lots of messages, lots of downloads, lots of uploads, lots of dreams, lots of vivid dreams. Okay. Lots of messages from your galactic family, lots of messages from your angelic realm. Okay. From the ancestor realm, from council. Okay. Y'all see me channeling the other day, just channeling a whole being. Okay. And I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that, but it's of good energy, channeling source, lots of messages from source, from yourself at this time. Okay. Pay attention. Lots of messages from messengers. Pay attention. Um, then I was picking up on bluebirds. Okay. As I was writing this down, I seen a bluebird. So if you are seeing any type of bluebirds or birds, this could be a omen for you. Okay. Um, be mindful of that. Okay. Also, spirit showed me a bluebird, and spirit showed me worms. Okay. And then spirit said worms are bait for fish, right? But also birds, early birds get the worm. Okay. So it's this high and low, it's this water, earth, and air and ground, and just this beautiful circle of life, this ecosystem that we're in, that is creating abundance, infinite abundance for us right now. Okay. I love that. Uh Jersey found a blue jay feather yesterday. That is so beautiful. I love that. You said I've been seeing a lot of bluebirds. Yes. Yes. Okay now. So we got some confirmation in the chat. But I said bluebirds, worms. Worms are bait for fish. And this isn't just any fish. This is a big fish. Okay? Big fish meaning big abundance. Big abundance is on the way for your harvest. Play and have fun because you have worked hard. Okay. So those were some of the main scrying messages that I got for um this new moon in Cancer. I want to get into the astrology part of it. So again, thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to get them likes up as we get ready to deep dive into the astrology portion of this message. Yes, cardinals, all birds, all sorts, right? They're coming in divine messengers, and it's like groups of birds, right? You may see one, then the next time you may see a group of that same bird, or you may see multiple birds. Just be mindful of that. Those are all messages, okay? Whales, sharks, yes, whales and sharks, a lot of abundance. Also a lot like this abundance that I'm speaking of is coming out of thin air, is coming out of the hard work that you put in, is coming from the crypto realm, is coming from investments that you made, is coming from internally, right? Because the abundance ain't always got to be materialized. The abundance is alchemized within you. You are the abundance, right? It's the abundance is coming in through love that is being poured through your vessel from the divine. So it's all sorts of ways that this abundance is pouring in. And we're getting a peek at our harvest for fall right now. Okay, because another thing, four, every fourth corner, every season, something has been picking up, right? So in Aries season, like at the end of March, in the middle of March, there was something that you was working on that's popping off right now. Something you've been investing in that's taking off right now, and you're in the midst of it. So in the next 4 months, when we go into that Virgo energy, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, is at the beginning of fall or Libra. No, Libra energy. Yeah, when we go into that Libra energy, you're going to see an influx of that harvest. Okay, either or, whatever. Spirit got me on one. Spirit got me in the abundance bag for the harvest right now. Okay, but we got to get this stuff right with ourselves first, so that way when the abundance come in, we know how to um take care of it. We know how to receive the abundance. We know how to invest the abundance, right? Because if we have certain values, if we have certain priorities, if we have certain beliefs, if we have certain things that we're doing now and we receive the bag, we might blow the bag on something that ain't got no value, right? It's like a millionaire hitting a lotto. It's like somebody hitting a lotto and they ain't got no value of self. They gonna go blow that on a whole bunch of, and there ain't nothing wrong with this, but I'm just giving y'all an example. They gonna go blow that whole lotto money on whores, strippers, and candy and cars, and be in debt and be broke the next day, versus somebody who's done the internal work and know to invest the money in things that's gonna bring back revenue, bring back abundance for them. Okay. Why? Because they've done the internal work. Okay. Thank y'all so much for the gems. Thank you so much, Cool, for Kooks for the donation. Thank you so much, Leah, for the donation. Okay. Um, Sending y'all all that love and light right back. Okay. So yeah, that's a little peek at the harvest. Peek at your harvest right now. You're getting a little peek from the work that you have done for the investments you have made. All right. So now we're about to get into the astrology portion again. Don't forget to get them likes up. And again, this is an energy reading for the new moon in Cancer at the 22nd degree. Okay. And a new moon, meaning that the sun and the moon are in direct alignment, divine alignment, and they're both at the 22nd degree. Okay. In Cancer, not only is the moon and the sun in Cancer, we also have Mercury in Cancer, and it's retrograde. Okay, and people love talking about Mercury in retrograde and how we need to watch out, watch it. Do what resonates for you. Okay. For me, a retrograde means going back, reflecting, deep diving within yourself. Okay. That's what retrograde means to me. I don't attach myself to any of those things people be talking about. I don't put no weird spells on myself. Oh, look, I gotta. No, you don't. Okay. That's they beliefs. That's okay. They entitled to that. Over here, I attribute retrogrades into getting back in tune with yourself, reflecting on things with yourself, listening to yourself, re-listening, revisiting the retrograde, going back, vintage, baby. Okay. So, yes, this energy with the moon, the sun, and Mercury in Cancer, getting back into divine communication. Yeah, getting back into divine communication, working with the body. Huh? That's the true divine communication. Your body is communicating with you. Your body is talking to you. Are you listening? Hmm? Huh? Okay. Getting back into divine communication with the body, working with the body, working the body. Like I said, whether this is working out, whether this is detoxing, whether this is being still and listening to your body, being still and listening to your emotions, being still and listening to how your heart is beating, what's going on within your mind, listening to your body, working with the body. That is divine communication that you got to get back into. You're being called to get back in tune with your body, with the waters, with your emotions, nurturing yourself. Okay. All right. Working with the body, working with the hands, working with the hands, right? Whether this is grounding, planting, stretching, writing, okay, building, creating, working with the hands, breath work, right? Focusing on that breath, getting back in tune with resetting the nervous system, meditating, conscious breathing. You don't always got to meditate. You could just be aware of the breath, giving thanks for your lungs, giving thanks for your heart that is able to breathe. Heart is beating. I don't have to tell my heart to beat. My heart is just beating. My heart is pumping blood throughout the body. My lungs, giving thanks. Okay. Parasympathetic nervous system. I forgot what it's called. Parasympathetic nervous system, right? The body working without you having to think. Your body digesting food without you having to tell it to digest, right? Your organs filtrating things without you having to filtrate it, right? Your bladder becoming full without you telling it to become full, right? The liver, the kidneys, the pancreas, the heart, the lungs, right? The gallbladder, all of these things, your body is working without you telling it. This is where you get back in tune with nourishing the body the proper way so it can work properly. Okay. Getting back in tune with the heart, getting back in divine alignment with working with the heart, getting back in divine alignment with working with the body, working with the hands, working with the breath, working with your emotions, working with your soul. Huh? How are you working with your soul? How you working with your emotions? Yeah, that alchemy, getting your alchemy back. Okay. So you can be in divine union with yourself. So you can be in divine union with yourself. Okay. Now, why did I say that? Because we want to be in alignment with ourselves. You want to be balanced with yourselves. You want to be in harmony with yourself. Okay. And the 22nd degree is attributed to Capricorn. What is opposite of Cancer? Well, Capricorn. So, in order to find balance, sometimes you got to have that opposite energy come in. What did I say about the triggers? How you know how much you have grown if you haven't been tested or triggered? You'll never know. Hiding from the world. You got to get out in the world. Good girlie, gonna get on out there. Okay. Everything is in alignment. You have to make sure that you are working with these things so you can be in divine union with yourself. Your masculine, your feminine, becoming one. Everything is in alignment for you to receive and release. Allow it. Allow it all. Okay. The South Node is in Virgo at the first degree. Woo! I don't really know if people really ready for this. Yeah, because the South Node and the North Node are about to change. They're about to switch up. And this is going to shift your whole spiritual perspective. This is why we're having so many revelations. So many things are coming back full circle right now. Yeah, get back in tune with your health. There's that last little health birth, that last little health scare to make sure you got it. South Node in Virgo. Yeah. Are you sure you learned those lessons when it comes to health? Because you might be getting, your spirit may be getting tested at that 1 degree. You're testing yourself when it comes to health. And health isn't just about food. Again, mentally, mental health, physical health, spiritual health, emotional health, sexual health, financial health, and all the other healths. Okay? South Node at 1 degree in Virgo before we shift into South Node in Leo. And baby, if you have not done the work, you're not going to be ready for South Node in Leo. I'll be doing a breakdown on that energy very soon. Okay? But not only is the South Node in Virgo, we also have Venus there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So this is attributed to love, self-love, abundance, money, values, what you're consuming, what you're letting consume you, the home, pets, okay? Animals. Oh, that makes so much sense. I didn't even put that together. That's why the animals been acting up. We got Venus in Virgo. Duh, Diamond. This is Earth on Earth in divine alignment. Okay? At the 5th degree. Okay? So again, South Node in Venus is in Virgo. Letting go of the past ways of the heart. Letting go of that old perspective of love. Okay? Because these perspectives won't fit into your new love life. You got to let go of those old things, those old values, that old way of doing, that old way of thinking, that old way of being, because these old things can't come with you into this new timeline. They won't fit into your new love life. Pay attention to the lessons, not the trauma. Woo! Why I say that? Why I write that down? Pay attention to the lessons, not the trauma. When it comes to self-love, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to opportunities, when it comes to things. Because we get caught up and locked in into the trauma, the trauma that puts us in the victim state, the victim, the victim, the victim. Then we get down on feeling bad for ourselves. No, I'm a motherfucking victor. I'm a warrior. Get that victimhood shit off of me. I'm a motherfucking boss. The fuck? Came here to boss up, level up, upgrade, pop my shit a little bit. Yeah. Can't nothing hold me back unless I allow it to. Period. Those experiences were just that, experiences to help me learn, grow, and elevate. I've learned beautiful lessons from all of the trauma, all of the hurt, all of the tests, all of the triggers, all of the pain that I've experienced over this lifetime. All of that stuff I alchemized and I've elevated. And those things have made me greater. They made me who I am today. I'm more wiser. I'm more smarter. I'm more loving. I'm more kind. I'm more disciplined because of those things. So don't ever get it twisted. Okay? Put some respect. Okay? Pay attention to the lessons, not the trauma. You are healed. You've healed to grow, not to be stagnant. Woo! Come on. You've been doing the healing work to grow, not to sit there and sulk and be victim, not to be stagnant, not to sit in it. Yeah, sometimes you got to sit in it to feel it. You got to feel it to heal it. But once you feel it and come up out of it, what? You did it. It's done. Give yourself a congratulations. We've accomplished so much. We can't keep going back to this whole victimhood and woe was me and I didn't know and excuses, excuses, excuses. And y'all know I don't play that over here. We about execution. We about that action over here. Execution over excuses. Get it done. Period. Okay. You've healed to grow, not to be stagnant. As you emerge a beautiful butterfly, as you emerge a hawk, spread your wings and fly free. This is the beginning of a new soul and spiritual cycle for you. Thank you so much for the cash app, Big Chief. Gratitude, sending you that love and light right back. Okay. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for all of the donations. Because I'm really, I'm pouring it out. Dropping them gems. Okay, I'm dropping gems right now. From my own experiences. Being vulnerable up here. It's hard to have this much vulnerability sometimes. And be confident. Because a lot of people, they don't want to hear this. They just want their ego stroke. They just want to be entertained. They just want hear BS all the time. No, I'm coming on here. We getting this work. We doing this work. We growing spiritually, mentally, and we're elevating consciously. This feeds my soul. This makes my soul feel good. This makes my heart feel good doing this type of work and healing myself. And breaking generational curses and learning things and spreading this information out to people who may not have known, or reminding people or giving people confirmation. Yeah, it hit different for me. I love this. So I appreciate y'all and give y'all so much gratitude, 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 gratitude. Because that lets me know that y'all are able to reciprocate and this message resonates with y'all. I'm keeping it real. Okay, it's not all fairy tales and rainbows and roses. Yeah, we want it to be. I love being in 5D, right? But in order for me to ascend there, I have to do some work in the 3D first. Okay, I'm done ranting. Okay, this is the beginning of a new soul and spiritual cycle for you. Be open, mind, body, and heart. Okay. North Node in Pisces, your spirit has merged with its shadow self. Woo! What was I talking about earlier? Your spirit has merged with your shadow. It's not about killing the ego. It's not about diminishing the shadow, burning the shadow, leaving the shadow behind in the shadows. No, no, no. You need your shadow. You need your ego. You need that trauma. You need those experiences. You need it. You wouldn't be who you are today. You can't just cut off all of those things. Forget about all of those things. If that's the case, everything that comes with it, forget all the lessons you learned. Forget all of the things that you've grown from. Yeah, because those heartaches, those heartbreaks, there was also lessons that were learned within the shadow. How to alchemize yourself. Okay? All right. I said I was done ranting. I don't know what's gotten into me. Okay. Your spirit has merged with the shadow self, the subconscious, the hidden spiritual realm. What have you learned? See, because I'll be going in on a tangent because I'll be feeling what I wrote. What have you learned? Write that down. Ooh, let this be the new moon ritual everybody do. Write down some things you learned. If y'all don't do nothing else, what have you learned on your journey? Okay? What have you learned over the last few years? And did you learn the lesson? Because not only were you learning things, there were certain lessons that you learned. Did you learn the lesson? When something kept presenting itself to you, did you keep going into that same karmic loop, feeding into your type, right? Oh, that's my type. Oh, yeah, your type is halfway a narcissist. Just because they look good, they damn near narcissistic. Because you still got a little bit of work you need to do. No, you need to cut off your type and get in tune with yourself and do the internal work so you can start attracting in these karmic flames and get you a twin flame, which is yourself. Okay. Love yourself, love thyself, doing the internal work, having discipline, because ain't nothing sexier than a man with discipline. Ain't nothing sexier than a woman with some discipline. Huh? They got some knowledge about themselves. They hold themselves up to a high value. And I'm not talking about arrogance. I'm talking about confidence. It's different. Okay? Did you learn the lessons? I also said 22, 2 plus 2 equals 4. So if you learned the lessons, come on. Yeah, come on. I know. You said, y'all said preacher speaking. I know, because ain't nothing sexier than a man with some discipline. You don't even want it, so you can get it. You don't even want it. Okay, yeah, I said it. Not one, you ain't even tired, ain't felt no sexual energy from you. Ooh. It's not even on his mind. Okay, let me stop. I said 2 plus 2 equals 4. Y'all know I ain't lying. Yeah, that's because y'all know I ain't lying. I already know. If 2 plus 2 equals 4, if you learned the lesson, I know, because I be keeping it 100. 2 plus 2 equals 4. So if you learned the lessons, what have you learned over the last few years? Did you learn the lesson? If so, a new foundation should be secure to build on. If you learned the lessons, okay, what did you learn? And if you learned, This new foundation that you've been building, that you've been working on, it should be secure. Yo, I don't think y'all hear me. I don't think the soul tribe hear me. I want to flip over the table. That right there, because it's a whole lot of lessons, it's a whole lot of trials, it's a whole lot of testimonies, it's a whole lot of things we done been through, a whole lot of cycles we done broke through, a whole lot of cycles we was dipping into just to make sure, okay, is this, oh yes it is, let me get back at it, because I'm not trying to repeat that cycle. Okay, let me just see, let me just try and look and see if it tastes good, let me just see if I can really, okay, no, I can't really stoop down to their level. I can't really engage. I can't really operate in that frequency no more because I really didn't leveled up. Okay. So now, okay, I'm getting tested. Nope, I'm good. I see the red flag. Nope, I'm good. Okay, I see the green flag. Okay, I'm allowing myself to be open. I'm allowing myself to flow. Okay. So now that I learned the lesson, I've been building a new foundation for myself, a new value with myself to get secure with myself, to love myself a new way. These new boundaries, new standards, this new way of valuing myself, my self-worth, my self-love, how I view everything change, right? And you be getting tested on that perspective, tested on these views, tested on these opportunities, tested on this new identity that you've been embracing with yourself. And if you pass the test, that new foundation that you built with yourself, this new identity that you built with yourself, those new boundaries, that new opening up of your perspective, opening up your heart is secure. Because we can't build this house, we can't build this new way of thinking, this new way of doing on an unsturdy foundation. Your foundation got to be right first. Come on, am I talking to somebody? Do y'all hear me? Do y'all feel what I'm saying? Are y'all still on the sex shit I was talking about? Y'all still caught up? Okay, I'm gonna let y'all catch up. I love y'all. Y'all still in a relationship. Y'all might have to run this one back. Okay. Because I be everywhere. But yeah. You said I feel you. Okay. Thank you so much, Gabby, for the donation. I appreciate you. Sending you that love and light right back. Okay. All right now. You've been learning these lessons to get secure on this new foundation that you built for yourself. Okay. All right. We got Neptune and Saturn in Aries. Okay. So after you built this new secure foundation for yourself, that's why I was doing this. Because that's what Spirit's about to do for you. About to make it rain, baby. Abundance and love and gold and gems and people and opportunity and gifts, and for you to receive your inheritance. This is karmic debt. Karmic debt is owed and karmic debt is paid. The ancestors are proud of you. Your ancestors are proud. Your ancient ancestors. Your spiritual ancestors. Your spirit guides. Yourself. Source is so proud of you. Ooh. Ooh. And threw them into the test. They dodging it. They dodging all the BS. Ooh, we're so proud of them. Look at how much they leveled up. Look at how much they value themselves. Look at how much you love yourself now. Ooh, now I'm going to cry. Look at how much you love yourself. Look at how much you value yourself now. You can't even allow that low vibrational BS to penetrate your aura. You're going to catch it at the door. I don't care who, what, I don't care how it's wrapped up. No, it's a no. I know I deserve better. I know I deserve more. I am worth what I'm asking. I'm deserving. And spirit's going to give it to you because you're going to give it to yourself. That's what all of this training has been for, spiritually and physically, to love yourself. You see how spirit got to trick us? You see how spirit got to take us through there and talk us through it just to get us back in tune with ourselves, to love yourself. If I got to use somebody else to get you to see yourself, I'm going to do it. Just so you can learn a lesson, just so your soul can grow. Look at that. Now you're a better person. Now you value yourself. Now you learned that lesson. Don't do that again. Don't touch that fire again because you will get burnt. Don't be hard-headed. You have to learn the hard way because some of us is hard-headed and we like to bump our heads a couple of times before okay, I got a knot on my head. I'm dizzy. I can't keep doing this. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Spirit, source, ancestors, star family was like, wow, they finally got it. We can take off the training wheels. They're ready. They're good to go. Some of us, spirit's been quiet. Our ancestors been quiet. Source has been quiet to let you think for yourself. What decision are you going to make for yourself without us interfering? Because you got it. You got the power. Calling your power back. You are the new spiritual guide. You are the spirit guide. You are the angel. You are the earth angel. You are the chosen one. You are the new ancestor. You are the herbalist. You are the healer. You are the alchemist. You are the generational curse breaker. You are what you say you are. Because I am whatever you say I am. Okay? That's a song. I heard that song as soon as I woke up. Tap in. Okay? Your harvest will be plentiful. And everything is shaking right now. Your harvest will be plentiful. You will have a plentiful harvest, an abundant harvest. I'm telling you. And this B looks like a 13. I'm getting Ophiuchus energy, Scorpio energy, Sagittarius energy. Yeah. Okay. Your harvest will be plentiful. Why? Chiron at 0 degrees in Taurus. Because a new value of self is being established. Continue to hold on to those boundaries and standards. They are divine protection from healing and the lessons that you have learned. And don't hold on to boundaries and standards from an unhealed place. This is why you have to do the work to find balance within yourself. Learning when to allow, learning when to release, learning when to surrender, learning when to step away. Find balance. Okay. Uranus is at the 4th degree in Gemini, and Mars is at the 11th degree in Gemini. Something will start unexpectedly. A new project, a new relationship, new business ideas, new opportunities. They're all brewing up in the mind. Make sure you write them down so you don't forget, because they will come in fast. The ideas, the gems, the gifts, they will come in so fast. Make sure you write them down. Like I said, if you got your phone, record it. Record the thought. Write it down. Because just as fast as they came in is as quick as they'll go. Relationships coming and going, just how they came in is as quick as they'll go. Make sure that you're building things with substance. Relationships, investments, opportunities, businesses, investments. I don't know if I said that again. Spirit got me heavy on investment energy right now. Be very intentional with the investments that you're making, energetically, spiritually, physically, financially, sexually, emotionally, mentally. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, we're about to start getting to the channel messages soon. I feel it. Just as things started, that's how they will end. If it's a quick fire, it will be blown out fast. Pause. Okay. But also, like I said, you got to get in tune because also I'm seeing a big ass flame. So this could be, like I said, relationships, people's frequencies coming in to ignite your flame. Someone just as passionate about the things that they're doing, just like the things that you're doing. You guys have the same passion. That's that twin flame energy. And it ain't always got to be sexual. Again, love doesn't always have to be attributed to sex, to romance. Okay. Intimacy isn't always attributed to sex. Okay. You could be intimate, be in an intimate environment with someone and just talk. This could be platonic love. This could be from the love of what you do, a passion project, right? If you're working on yourself, continue to work on yourself. If you're in a relationship, those things will continue to bloom. If you're open to receiving love, be open to receiving love, and it will come in divine timing and divine alignment the way how it's supposed to. And don't be afraid to open up. That has been the message because it's the season of love. Okay. And love is coming in all ways, all forms. Okay. Be mindful. Also, the chart looked like a big dipper, a big basket, a big bucket. I'm going to be doing a breakdown on this bucket basket alignment sometime this week. So look out for that. It's going to be very powerful. And it's only about abundance. Okay. All right. The Big Dipper, right? The Big Dipper, with every season it changes positions. Right now, the Big Dipper is faced to where things are coming in. Things are pouring in. You're being poured into right now to make sure that your cup, your energy is fulfilled. You feel fulfilled. You feel full. Okay. Ace of Cups energy, new love, new relationships, new ideas, happiness, joy, bliss, abundance, prosperity. Okay. Being poured into to be fulfilled, full, to be filled and feel, like feel like touching something and feel to be poured into. Feel, I feel, right? Isn't Cancer the I feel, right? Not just emotions, I feel, but also being poured into, filled. I feel full. Okay. Also a lot of knowledge, a lot of information, because if you turn that Big Dipper cup spoon bucket upside down, it also looks like a hat. It looks like the hat that the Moors wear. I don't know what it's called. If anybody in the chat know what that is, please drop it. Okay, with the fez, right? The fez, right? With the tassels on it. That's what the symbol looks like to me. And for me, that's a crown of knowledge, turning it into crown of wisdom, being enlightened, studying things, teaching things, opening up your mind to new things, and also people losing their minds because it's a spectrum of colors and lights here. So be mindful as we're ascending and going up. There are some people staying exactly where they're at because that's what their soul came here to experience, and that's okay. But be mindful of those things and continue to protect yourself. That's what them boundaries and them standards is for. So you don't get tricked. Okay. Into a karmic cycle and learning another lesson that you already learned, but you got to learn it again because you really didn't learn it. And you curious, get your shit together. Okay. Crown knowledge, mastering the mind to elevate, to graduate this level, to go up to the next level so you can receive the access granted. Okay. And this access granted, the energy that we're in right now is an access granted type of energy. After this new moon in Cancer energy passes, it's like a window of opportunity. For the next 2 years, it's going to be windows of opportunity for the collective. And you're going to be able to be in certain places and spaces if you have access granted. And by access granted, meaning that you have to have done the work to be in these spaces and places. Like someone speaking a foreign language. If you didn't study the language, you're not going to understand what's going on. If you didn't do the work, you're not going to be able to get access to go up to that promotion. Okay. I said for the next 2 years, two. Spirit said next 2 days, the next 2 weeks, the next 2 months, the next 2 years, on the 22nd, in 22 days. Spirit said, get out your mind and get into your heart. Something's going to change. Okay. I'm not exactly sure, but Spirit just gave me the 2 and then it elaborated 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 years, 2. And I'm like, oh, okay, we're going to see a lot of things change. Okay. So again, that was my astrology breakdown with the alignments. I'm being called to go into a channel meditation. Again, please get those likes up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. If it's anything you may be looking for as far as tea, elixirs, jewelry, sessions, that is in the description box below. My website, nudiamonds.net. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. Thank you, angelic frequencies. Ooh. It feels like someone's tickling my crown. Okay. So with the message I'm getting, instead of like a tap on the shoulder, you're getting a tap on the crown. Like I'm seeing that meme with the black guy and he got his finger like, and Spirit is doing this. Like you got it, like you okay, like you passed, like you good, like we leveling up. Yeah. And make sure you got your mind together. During this time, I'm getting the chills. Nerves. Okay. Relaxing the nerves. Thank you, Spirit. That's going to be a big thing. Make sure you guys are practicing emotional intelligence, emotional awareness. Okay. For mental clarity. That way we aren't operating out of emotional spite or lack of viewing emotions, not only our emotions, but others' emotions. I'm getting like desensitizing empathy. Okay, empathy. Showing empathy and not sympathy. Showing compassion. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Compassion for others at this time. I'm trying to, Spirit, can you make this a little clearer, please? Because I don't know how to describe this. Hold on. Hold on. Somebody calling me. They gotta wait. Yeah. It's whew. Okay. Staying focused so you don't get distracted because Spirit is trying to make something clear to you as well. In the midst of this glow up, in the midst of this level up, remember to stay focused because there may be distractions that come in. And the vision that I seen, it looked like two people like rocking a ball of light. That's the best way I can describe it. Um, okay, the best analogy I can get is you getting in tune with your masculine and your feminine to anchor in your light, to have control over your light. Spirit, please make this a little more clear. Okay. Spirit is saying, yeah, open up to receive the light, open up to receive the love. It's coming in all ways. Oh wow, this is beautiful. Um, what it looks like is it's like spirit, source, angels. Oh man, I'm a cry. I'm a cry. This is a beautiful vision. Um, it's almost like our shadow or like ourselves, and then it's like light, angelic energy, entity, source is coming in, and like they got their hands on our shoulders. Oh man, please, spirit, I don't want to cry right now. I know they said it's okay to cry. Okay. Spirit, source, the light has its hand on your shoulders. It's like embracing you. And some of us are like, I don't know, shy or hesitant to embrace the light, hesitant to embrace the love. And we're like pushing spirit or pushing the love hands up, like not like get off me, but it's kind of like in a shy, like, oh, I don't, you know, that kind of energy. And so when our hands went up, spirit, source, angels, entities, they lock, like when we went to push their hands away, spirit locked into our hands. And then it went around. And when it went around, our hands were at our side. And then spirit wrapped its arms around us like, no, you're going to embrace the light. You're going to embrace the love. You're going to receive this with comfort, to relax, to love, to feel. And then everything went light. Everything got light. That was such a beautiful vision. That was so beautiful. Um, Thank you, Spirit. Embracing the shadow and embracing the light of yourself to continue to elevate. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. They say, yes, that's it. Okay. Yay. Awesome. Yes. Welcoming the embrace. Welcoming the embrace. Who is this? Okay. Okay. So, yeah. Um, that was a channel message from Spirit. I want to pull from my blessings deck and just get a final message from Spirit or confirmation. Again, thank y'all so much for being here. Don't forget to like the video, share, and subscribe just for overall confirmation or a final word for this beautiful new moon in Cancer energy. So beautiful. Okay. Okay, that was too many. Flourish, conserve, and heartfelt popped out. I'm not going to take them. Too many. I want one. Okay. Offering. This jumped out. Offering, offering, offering. Well, I'm talking about that abundance and receiving. Thank you, Spirit. May you honor the earth. I love it because it's like a well, wishing well, offering. Yeah, giving back to the earth, libations, gifts, and also getting ready to receive. Okay. I want to read this offering card. Okay. May you honor the earth. Insight. Once people made ritual offerings to the genius, Loki, nature, guardian spirits, you can choose to give thanks to the earth with words or by offering a flower, a coin, a stone. The act of giving brings you into a peaceful present. Blessings. May your thankfulness bring balance. May you be attuned. May you generously benefit all beings. May you naturally offer what is needed. Affirmation. I am thankful for the earth's gift. Was I talking about spirit coming in on my meditation and embracing, like receiving, being thankful, being grateful? Okay, what's the bottom card? Flourish, still at the bottom. Flourish. Yeah, growing and blooming. Flourish. May you thrive and blossom. Okay. Wow, I love that. What an amazing reading. Okay, you guys. So yes, that was my new moon in Cancer energy reading. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment box below. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Shout out to the members. Thank you guys so much for all of the donations, all of the love and support. If anybody would like to purchase tea, elixirs, products, sessions, that is all down in the description box on my website, nudiamonds.net. So thankful for everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you made it to the end of this video, like if you watched the whole video and any of these messages resonated with you, did something for you, once this live ends, I would love for you guys to go to the comment section and drop either some gold medallions or some silver coins, either some gold coins, gold medallions, or some silver coins to let me know this message resonated. It gave you confirmation and you're ready to receive at this time. Okay. And you made it to the end of the video. All right. I love you guys so much. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until next time, peace.